So one of my favorite places to come every year and do some filming is right here at Hulda Klager Lilac Gardens, and I'm here with Ruth again. And Ruth, I have to tell you, it's almost a tradition for us to be here now because this really is such a beautiful place in the spring. But we have found over the last few years that bloom times change with lilacs based on weather, don't they?
They sure do, yeah.
How are they going this year?
Well, they're late, but I think probably as soon that, there's plenty of buds, and as soon as we get just a little warmth, that they'll be popping all over the place.
Yeah, which I would think would be great for Mother's Day, which is when so many people love to come out here.
Yeah, and talk about tradition, that's for a lot of people. That's a tradition to bring their mothers here. And this year we'll actually probably have lots of blooms for the mothers.
Which is perfect. And although everybody is here for the lilacs, there's also so much fun things. Speaking of the rich history of this place, like the original house that still stands, you can go through that.
Yes, and it's restored.
Yeah.
So that it's a little hard to know where to restore it to, because Hulda lived in it from 1905 until she was 97 when she died in 1960. So, we could have put just about anything in there, but we tried to, it's restored to approximately the 20s.
Yeah, and the thing too is in the restoration, I think back to her history where that once the flood happened, she lost so many of her lilacs, and yet the ones that she had shared with so many people came back to her, and you guys are constantly upgrading the lilacs here in the garden, aren't you?
Yes, and we try to follow Hulda's example. We don't give up.
And she never did she? Bless her heart.
She never gave up. And, she lost all of her lilacs in that flood, and people heard about it and sent the starts back to her, and she was back in business pretty quick.
Yeah. And you guys are doing some new plantings here, I see. Tell me how you're doing that.
Well, we are starting them, we keep them in pots longer to get a little better start. And then this year we planted them in the pots, and we eventually take them out of the pots, but we want to be sure that they're real healthy first.
Just get a good start going. I also noticed, I think I'm seeing some new signage. Is that happening as well?
Yes, we have some new sign. We had a lot of people asking about, why don't you have this stuff written down? Well, it's written down now, so come out and see it.
So now they can view it all over the place. And then you still have the wonderful, the gift department as well, don't you?
You're right. We have a gift, just about anything that is purple or smells like a lilac is in there.
And has I've purchased my mother lilac t-shirts right here, so I know you guys have a lot of that.
Yeah.
And also one of the things I love about coming here is you can go to this garden and actually buy the lilacs and take them home with you to plant.
We usually have I'm guessing we usually have somewhere around 40 different varieties.
Nice. And then on the weekends, you don't do it every day, but on the weekends people can get a little snack or a beverage. Yeah,
the Boy Scouts support their trip to camp by selling muffins and things. Yeah.
Good.
So.
And then too, if people go to your website, they can actually check before they come out here and see what's in bloom and how much is blooming, all of that info.
Right. We try to put a new percentage, keep track of what the percentage of bloom is.
Wonderful. Well, if you somehow have not made it out here, it is such a simple drive. Even from Portland and Salem, it's a very fun drive to come up here, spend some time with family and friends. Certainly bring your mothers and bring them out here to see it. I've done that with my mom, and have a wonderful time celebrating lilacs and celebrating mothers. Thank you so much, Ruth.
Thank you.